What's up, world? It's your girl T Fizzle, and I'm here today. I just wanted to come on and vlog. I hope everybody is doing well today, and I've been having a good time just changing the direction of my channel. I mean, I know some of you guys just want me to talk about hair, but unfortunately, there's only so much you can say about hair. So that's why I come on and I vlog and I answer questions and I try and give advice, and and I'm just myself. I'm just goofy and I just talk about whatever I feel like talking about for the day. But today I wanted to answer help out one of my subscribers who has sent me a question. Actually, I had two subscribers send me similar questions, so I just wanted to try and help you guys answer those questions the best way I know how. Okay, right, so my first teenager wrote me a message, and she asked me, could I do a video about being a teenager and how to be confident about yourself, your body, and boys. And then my second teenager from overseas, from Europe, she sent me a message, and this is what she said. Hi, I'm 13 and I'm really fat. All of my friends say that they like me better when I was in primary school because I didn't care about my weight. But in secondary school, they think that I have become obsessed with counting calories. Can you please help me think of a way to lose weight secretly without hurting my friends' feelings and without telling my family? I'm sorry for such a crazy question, but I'm desperate at the moment to lose weight. Okay. And I know exactly who this subscriber is. She's a sweetheart. She's 13 and she emails me all the time and leaves me comments. She's just a really sweet girl. But what I want to tell the both of you guys, because I know you guys are probably at that awkward stage, and I too went through that. When I was 13, I was bony as hell. I was super skinny. And I got made fun of all the time for being, really thin. And, it's kind of messed up because if you're skinny, it's like it's okay to make fun of skinny people. But if you're overweight, then, that's like taboo. But people make fun of me all the time, like, oh, you're skinny, you need to eat. And, they would grab at my wrist and do stuff like that, like, oh, your wrists are so small. And, so I felt really bad about myself when I was, like in junior high because I was so thin. And I didn't really start feeling more confident about myself until I got, closer to like high school, like sophomore, junior year. But like when I was in junior high, I did feel like that because you're going through an awkward stage in life. You're too old to be considered, still like a small child, like elementary school. But then you're too young to be considered, like an older teenager, like high school. So you're like in that in-between stage in junior high. So I definitely know, what you two are going through. And it's like, when you're at that age, 13, girls and guys develop so differently. You got some guys that are like 6 foot at 13, and you got other guys who are like 4 foot nothing. Then you got some females with like, really large, boobs and hips, and they look like they're 16, 17, and they're only 13. And then you have other girls who still look like they're 11. So, I mean, I know what you guys are going through because me and my friends, we all went through the same thing. But, what's funny to me about your letter, though, is because a lot of people tend to think that it's only here in America that we're obsessed with weight and body image and, chasing that perfect, that certain, looking for that certain type of beauty. They think that, only here in America that we do that, but it goes on overseas, and that's what really wanted me to address that issue because you're not even in the States. She lives in Europe, and these are the same issues that she's going through. So as teenagers, we go through the same issues no matter what country you live in, what state you're in. We all go through the same things when we're around that age, through that awkward phase. Am I too skinny? Am I too fat? Do guys like me? Am I pretty? Am I, whatever. We all go through that. And and I'm really glad that you sent me that because that makes me feel like, okay, so it's not just here in the States where we, where we feel the same way about weight and diet and things like that. But, what I will tell you, Miss Lady, is I've seen some of your videos and you're not fat. There's nothing fat about you. You're a regular size 13-year-old girl. You're a lot, I was super skinny, but there was nothing wrong with me when I was 13. That was just, I was just skinny. But you're definitely not fat. You're just the average. You look like one of my little nieces or, one of my friends' kids. you're average size 13-year-old, and I'm not going to help you secretly learn how to lose weight, because I don't think you need to lose any weight. And I also don't think that it's my place to, to tell you to lose weight, or to, or to tell you anything concerning your health. That's something that you really need to talk to your parents about. There's ways that we can maintain a healthy weight and maintain a healthy body, by eating the right foods and eating the right things. But you don't want to, start focusing on losing weight at 13, because, one, you're still growing. You're still developing. The body that you have at 13 is not necessarily the body you're going to have when you're 16 or 17 or, 20-something. So you're not always going to have that 13-year-old shape. I was straight up and down, and then when I turned 16, I gained a little bit more weight and things like that. So the body that you have at 13 is not always going to be the same body that you have at 16. And for my other subscriber, because she was saying that, she was feeling self-conscious and, she was having issues with guys. And really, when you're that young, the boys will come around. Boys are at that immature stage when they're 13. They like to make fun of, girls and talk about them and, things like that. But don't let it get you down. Know who you are. You have the rest of your life for boys. So I wouldn't even worry about that right now, about what boys think. I know it hurts when they make jokes and comments, because they made fun of me all the time. But those same boys that are making fun of you, trust and believe, when you get older, they're going to be in your face. So, definitely don't worry about boys right now. It's not a big deal. You're going to find someone who likes you for you. But at 13, have fun with your friends, hang out at the mall, do, after school curricular activities. There's so much stuff you can do. Like, don't waste your life, worrying about boys and what other people thinks and your weight and stuff like that. Love yourself and just have fun. Be a kid. You're only a kid for so long. Like, if I could go back and be 13 again, child, boo, I would be 13 in an instant, because we had a good time when we was in junior high. We went through our trials and tribulations, but our junior high was fun. We had a really fun time. And, looking back now that I'm older, I miss those times. I miss those times with friends. These people that are in your life right now, you may never see them again. There are friends that I had when I was 13. I haven't seen them since I was 13. So, enjoy the moment, enjoy today, and enjoy the people that you have in your life. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys about the whole body image thing, because I did a blog on it a few weeks ago on my blog, and a lot of people really enjoyed it, and I got a lot of emails behind that, saying that they liked, how I put a perspective on it. And to me, the whole thing about body image is that, unfortunately, we're trying to chase unattainable standards of beauty. A lot of these images that we see on television and especially in magazines, because a lot of times you really can't fake it on video. You can put makeup on, you can do little things, but in magazines, I guess a lot of people don't realize how much things are doctored, how much things are, are altered. Because I did model. I modeled for quite a few years when I was, when I was a little bit younger. I'll do little things here and there, but that's not really what I'm focusing on right now. But when I used to model, that's a big thing. A lot of people don't realize that, and it's kind of like a inside secret, but hell, Tyra talks about it all the time. But what she says on her talk show is true. They do so much to alter these people to make them look perfect. If your legs are skinny, they'll make them look a little bit thicker. If your breasts are just tiny, you have no boobs, they'll make they'll make boobs for you. If you have a thick waist, they'll thin it out. Acne, they'll get rid of pimples. So a lot of times, I know you guys see like Hannah Montana and I don't know, I'm trying to think of other little stars, because my son watches Disney Channel now. Zach and whatever, his twin brother, and the little Asian girl. And then, it's like all those little teeny bopper shows. You guys watch a lot of those shows, and you guys are looking at these girls like, oh, they look so perfect. They look, but they have, wardrobe people, to put their clothes together. They got hairstylists to do their hair. They have makeup artists. So they don't look like the average 13, 14, and 15-year-old kids. So don't chase, don't try to obtain to their standard of beauty, because their standard of beauty is not real. When you wake up in the morning, you got to fish for your own clothing. You're not going to be wearing Christian Dior and a lot of stuff that these kids wear on these shows nowadays, or to these celebrity events, because, a lot of times, me as a parent, I don't have that type of money to, to drape my son up in all types of name brand. So you know, a lot of times we chase an unattainable standard of beauty. So, and I blame, you know, it's so easy because a lot of times I say I blame the media, but I do, you know, because for you to be all the way in Europe and feel the way you do, and for the other woman to be, the other girl, excuse me, to be in the States and feel the way she does, I do blame the media, and I do blame, you know, magazines and publications, because they continuously put this out here that, you know, in order for you to be quote unquote pretty, or to fit a certain box or a certain mold, you have to look this way. And a lot of times those standards of beauty are unobtainable. You know, another unattainable standard of beauty is that, you know, a lot of times a lot of these celebrities that you see, they're thin, you know what I'm saying? But just because you're thin doesn't necessarily make you healthy. So, I mean, so remember that just because somebody is thin and they can fit into all their clothes doesn't mean that they got thin the healthy way. You know, some of these people are popping diet pills. Some of them are using drugs to stay thin. You know, some of them are doing the right things and eating right. But I'm just saying there is that few that are not doing the right thing. So don't feel like, you know, like you're fat and you're overweight, because you're not. To me, I've seen pictures of you. You're a pretty girl. There's nothing overweight about you. But do realize that a lot of these images that you're obtaining and you're striving to look like, it's not really them. A lot of these kids don't really look that way. You know, I've met quite a few celebrities, and some celebrities, when you see them in real life, it's like, dang, that's such and such from that movie, or that's such and such from that video. They don't look anything like they do in the magazine. You know, they may have some of the assets, but as far as the face, totally different. So, so that's a Hollywood trick. So, you know, don't get sucked up in that. You know, like I always say, love yourself. You know, and as far as boys, they'll come around. Don't worry about the boys right now. Enjoy your friends. Because like I say, I have friends I haven't seen since I was 13. So enjoy your friends. Enjoy the people who are in your life at this point in time. Because they cannot be in your life tomorrow. So, you know, don't worry so much about trivial stuff like your weight. Because like I said, to me, you're not overweight. And as far as wanting to lose weight, I just don't think that you need to lose any weight or look at that. Now, if you want to start eating healthy, definitely talk to your parents about that. You know, maybe they can, you know, start buying healthier foods for you, you know, fixing more salads. You know, talk to your mother about that. Maybe she can start doing things around the kitchen that are a little bit healthier for you. I'm sure your mom will be ecstatic. Just tell her that you want to, you know, try a healthier lifestyle. Not to lose weight, but just to really take care of yourself from the inside out. So I hope this vlog kind of helped you guys somewhat. You know, love yourself. You guys are beautiful. You guys are young. Enjoy the ages that you are. You know, because like I said, once you turn 14, 15, you can't ever get that age back. So enjoy your friends. Enjoy school. Enjoy your teachers. Because once it's over and junior high's over, it's over. You know, all you have is memories. So enjoy it while it lasts. All right, y'all. I will talk to you guys later. Deuces.